Well, hello everyone, and it's great to have you join us here on Stampissimo. Now, if you've checked out one of our past Stampissimos, you'll know that it's all about sharing creative ideas to inspire you to create and make your own handmade papercraft items. Now, in a recent survey, we asked our survey respondents if receiving a handmade item makes someone feel more special and appreciated. And guess what? Well, 95% agreed. Now, I'm sure that I'm not the only person who feels that everyday occasions can often catch us off guard. Has anyone ever forgotten a birthday or other celebration and have had to make a mad dash to the shops? Well, if that's you, we may be able to help. So I think it's time to introduce our Stampin' Up! Demonstrator guest, Pip. Now, Pip, you've joined us. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, you've joined us from Hampshire.
Indeed.
How are things in Hampshire?
It's good. It's a little less sunny than it was, but it's all good.
Fantastic. Well, we're very excited to have you here. Now, Pip, you may guess what I'm going to ask you next. Yeah. Have you ever been caught off guard?
I have.
With celebrations? Yeah?
I have, Paula, yes. Despite the fact that I have my Stampin' Up! Perpetual calendar going, there's always something that I manage to forget. It's either a congratulations, somebody gets engaged, somebody has a celebration or a wedding, or something pops up that I didn't know about, or somebody maybe just needs a little lift. You know, we all have some sad days and things where you just want to say, I'm thinking of you.
So Pip, how can we help our viewers who might face the dilemma of not having a card ready just when they need it?
Well, I think the new Watercolor Wishes set from Stampin' Up! Will be perfect. As you can see, it comes all pre-packaged in this lovely box.
I love the box. It's just gorgeous. It's like a little takeaway box.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you just literally pick up and go, and you've got everything with you that you need. Let me show you what's inside. So it comes with everything you need. It comes with a full set of instructions. It then comes with all the embellishments. So some lovely wooden embellishments, and then some sequins. You've got to have a bit of bling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to have a bit of bling.
Okay.
It comes with a full stamp set. I don't even know how many there are on that stamp set, but there are loads for all occasions.
Right.
And you get 2 ink pads, one in Night of Navy and one in one of our new ink colours, Watermelon Wonder. It also comes with a block, a Stampin' Up! Block for use for the stamps, a set of washi tape, some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, obviously, need those. And then it comes with a full set of envelopes and cards in 3 different sizes. So you have all these wonderful pre-stamped, pre-coloured backgrounds.
Wonderful. So how many cards does the kit make?
It makes 20 cards, Paula. And they're all lots of lovely backgrounds, which we'll look at in a bit more detail in a moment. And then finally, you also get 4 of these pages. These are pop-outs.
I must say, I love the colours.
Gorgeous.
Fabulous.
And then this is a sticker sheet.
Right. Okay.
So it's all pre-adhesive for you. You just peel it off and stick them on your cards. So all of that is what you get in the kit for £31.50.
That's fantastic. Pip, can you tell me who out there might be interested in the Watercolor Wishes kit, or any kit for that matter?
Anybody, absolutely anybody, whether you've crafted before or whether you're completely new. Parents and children can craft together. Or somebody like me who does a lot of crafting, this is fantastic. I can take it on holiday with me and just...
So it's really an all-rounder then.
Yeah.
What about men? Do you think men might be interested?
I think so. I think so. Last year, I have to say, I took mine away with me on holiday, and my husband enjoyed making some of the cards too.
That's fantastic.
It's great.
Yeah, great. And oh, well, it looks like James agrees with us as well. So fantastic. Now, Pip, I just wanted to ask you, have you always had a love for crafting?
I have, Paula, yes. I mean, not necessarily paper craft. I started off crafting with my mum at home. I think a lot of people do that. And then I just got into paper crafting, and that's what I kind of stuck with.
Now, Pip, you're going to show us how simple and easy it is to make some of these cards. So
let's just pop these away. And here's some of the ones that I've already pre-made. Isn't that lovely?
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous. So they come, as I said, with these lovely wooden embellishments. I'll just take this one from over here. And you can just pop out these flowers and attach them, and then have your stamping that you do. So it's quite a small amount of stamping. It's not scary for somebody who's never stamped before, because it's quite easy to achieve. We talked about whether this was going to be a good kit to use for maybe sending cards to men and women. So I just wanted to show you the possibilities there on something that I would send to a man, you know, because it's not quite so girly. So the good thing is that this kit comes with this entire sheet of instructions, and it's two-sided. And if you wanted to, you can just follow those exactly. If you want to go and do a little bit more of your own thing, you can do that too, but you might not have enough to make absolutely everything exactly as it is. And all of the instructions here, they all have numbers associated with them, and then these instructions down here just show you how to put it together. So it really is a step-by-step guide.
I think in today's busy environment, you know, we are a little bit squeezed for time, aren't we? So it's great that you can either, you know, just simply follow, or I suppose, you know, freestyle a bit here and there.
Want. Yes, exactly. So I'm going to make this card that's here at the back, which I think, you know, would suit anybody.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
So the first thing you do is you find your card bases, and as I said, they come in a variety of sizes and all the different colours. And then I just fold that in half with my bone folder. I
just really love watercolouring, you know, Pip, and so I love this particular kit. I must say it's becoming one of my favourites. Nice. But I love that.
Because you don't actually have to do any watercolouring. It's kind of cheating without feeling that you're cheating. So here's the pieces that I took out, and these just literally pop out from the base. So that comes out like that. And I like to assemble all my bits beforehand. So I'll just take that out and pop that along here. And as you can see, you just need to then trim that end off. And there you go, that's that bit done.
Nice and easy.
Very easy. And then I'm going to take the sentiment here, and I'll just peel that off. Pop that on the block. Then I have my ink spots. And I like to do it this way up. You can do it the other way by putting it down like this.
And you've got complete transparency, so you can really position that, can't you?
And I always like to test stuff because I just want to make sure that it's going to work. So I would then test this on my grid paper or anything else, any spare paper that you've got, just so that you're confident that you know that when you stamp it's going to come out nicely. Okay. Then re-ink that up. Pop your banner in. Go position it. Take it off. And there you are.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
How easy was that?
That was really easy. So what's the next step?
Next step is just to add a few dimensionals. Okay. So we will pick it up, pop a few dimensionals on the back, and I like to make sure that there's enough to give it a good solid base. Okay. There's easily enough to give it a good coverage. And then just line that one up and pop it down. And I'd say just be careful that you give it enough time to dry, but it's only a couple of moments, and there's your card done.
Do you know, I just think that's amazing, isn't it? I mean, really it is. It's just in seconds, really, isn't it? So, like you said earlier, it really is for everyone. Yeah. So, but tell me a little bit about how you heard about Stampin' Up. How did you get involved?
So I started, I'd been crafting for a couple of years, more than just playing at it, and I went to my local craft fair, and there was a Stampin' Up stand. Right. So I was drawn to the stand. They let me play, which was really nice. So I got to try out the products and make something on the stand. And then one of the ladies there said that she was running a craft day, and I booked in, and the rest is history.
So Pip, you're going to show us another card, aren't you?
I am indeed. Yes, this one is a little bit more involved. Okay. So it's going to be this one here. Okay. Which is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I really like
really
that.
Pretty. Again, I'm going to bone fold down my card. You can just squeeze it though, because it is already pre-scored. Yeah. So that's my base. Okay. And then I need my Watermelon Wonder ink spot.
So what sentiment are we going with this time?
This one says, "You are so loved." And I just like to roll them off because I have nails, and they do sometimes, they can sometimes just smidgy into the stamp. So it's always good to just roll them off your your background.
Okay.
So we're going to take this banner, and this is what we'll be stamping onto there. And we're going to put one of these stickers on the base of the card. So they just come off.
So this, the colour, that's the Watermelon Wonder.
This is the Watermelon
again.
Wonder.
So it's just great how everything coordinates.
It's lovely. So I think probably about there-ish. And that's going to be underneath all at the back.
Okay, so this one, we're really replicating what's in the instructions.
I'm just trying to do exactly that because I want people to see how easy it is to follow just the images, even if you don't read the step-by-step. Just looking at the images, you can kind of tell how they've been put together. So again, just inking up my stamp like that. I'm going to check it. Lovely.
Fabulous.
Ink again.
I must say it's one of my favourite colours. I just love it. Perhaps it's because I'm going on holiday soon.
Maybe.
And yeah,
It's
I plan on
very
eating
bright.
watermelon, so that might be it.
And it is just a lovely, bright, sunny colour. And it's nice because it's not a red. It is definitely a watermelon.
You were saying earlier just to be sort of careful not to just let it dry.
Not to smudge that. Yeah, let that dry. And so whilst that's drying off, I'm going to be creating this lovely floral piece there.
Okay.
Okay. So I just pop them out of here, and again, they just pop out nice and easily.
This is such a great one for me, Pip. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like to punch out, or I like to sort of pop out.
Yeah, these are very simple, and they've got everything that you need, and you don't have to worry about stuff.
You know, you were saying earlier about how you could craft with this kit with your kids, so that's great. You know, scissors involved, and so it's really everyone.
If you want to do a little bit of trimming, or if you wanted to add some stuff to the kit, you can do that too, and that might need some adult supervision. Okay. But other than that, it's just a bit of glue, and there you are, you're off. So I'm just sticking these together to give it a little bit of, give those three there. I'm going to leave that upside down.
So I've noticed with the adhesive, it's kind of giving you some sort of wiggle room.
Yes, so you've got room to move it and manoeuvre it around if you wanted to. And then what I'm going to do is I want to lift the flowers slightly from the back of this banner. So I'm actually going to put the leaves behind and attach them down here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there and then bring one of those in.
So, Pip, can I ask, what type of paper crafting do you do? Do you do sort of a specific style, or
I like?
Does it vary?
I sometimes it varies. I like paper crafting in terms of card making. That's my real true love, and I love watercolouring, and I love the simple styles too. There we go. So I just used one of the dimensionals. And that was on the back, and isn't that lovely?
It's really beautiful. I love it.
So, and then I'm just going to attach the dimensionals, and these are fabulous, and take those away, although I have found them in very strange places. They turn up in the washing basket.
All over the house.
All over the house, yes. My dog used to have one on the end of his nose every now and again when he used to come in and craft with me too. So
does your husband help you to pick up the bits, or is that something that he'll leave to you?
He flings the Hoover down.
He flings the Hoover down. That's good.
Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is now just add a few of the blingy bits, as I call them.
Okay, so these are the little sequins, I think. Okay.
Pieces, yeah. So I've discovered that if you just put a tiniest dot of the Tombow, which is the multi-purpose glue that Stampin' Up sell, if you leave it to dry just for a couple of moments, then that allows you to not squish it everywhere. Okay. So that's my tip for using multi-purpose glue. And then you can choose your sequins that you want to put on. There we go, look at those. And then you literally just pick them up and pop them on. But it just gives it that little sparkle.
That is just stunning. I absolutely love that.
And how simple was that?
I know, and I'm sure anyone would just love to receive that, wouldn't they?
Really easy, and they come with all their own envelopes. Write what you want inside.
That's lovely.
Pop a stamp on the envelope, and you're off.
That. Now, Pip, I know that you work full time, so how do you fit it all in? How do you fit Stampin' Up around your other commitments?
Well, the good thing about Stampin' Up is it's flexible. So I had no intention when I first started that I would be running this as a business, but I've managed to increasingly grow the time I spend around the time I have.
Okay.
So I do work full time, but I manage to slip crafting in either before work or I do some in the evenings. I work 2 weekends a month, but that's my choice. It doesn't have to be that much. It can be whatever you want it to be, and that's what I love.
So you've really kind of tailored it around your family life,
Yes.
which is great.
And you can do more or you can do less. Obviously, the more you do, the more customers you have, or friends and community that you gather, and then it's just fun, really.
And
it's not really working.
You know. I think the community aspect is just such a big thing for us here at Stampin' Up. So Pip, can you maybe share some of the highlights so far that you've experienced?
It really has changed my life. I know a lot of people say that, but it's changed it in a couple of ways. Firstly, I found that I really love teaching people, which I didn't really know that was something that I enjoyed doing. So I like it when a new person who's never crafted before comes along and says, oh, I can't do this. I don't have very many creative bones in my body. And I show them something like this, and then they have that pure joy of the fact that they've actually made something themselves. I've done that and I can give that to somebody else. That's the best feeling in the world. So I really enjoy that. And then I've been very lucky. I was invited to speak at convention at the Stampin' Up event, annual event last year, and that was brilliant. Loved it. Really loved it. And of course now I'm here today.
Yeah, and we've just so loved having you here. So we're going to be really wrapping up now, but maybe we can show some of them. So they've just been fab.
This one, we haven't shown the wooden elements actually being placed on the card. They come like this. So you have the solid butterflies, the solid hearts, and then the open hearts as well. And then what I did was I just got one of our Stampin' Right markers, the right markers, and I just coloured it in the Watermelon Wonder, so it matches the ink.
That's wonderful.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah,
or you could just take the spot to them. Yeah, that would work too. And then finally was this one, and I just took some of the dazzling details, which is a sparkly glue, and I just added that.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That. Yeah, I like that. Absolutely lovely. And again, you know, you've been showing it as along how easy really it is to put things together.
Really
you can
simple.
either completely follow really the instructions, or like you said, if you want to bling it up a bit, add a bit of sparkle. That's you know, pretty easy to do as well. Thank you so much, Pip. It's been so great having you here. We've had so much fun. Well, I must admit that I'm a fan of the Watercolor Wishes Kit. It has gorgeous designs and it's so easy to make something beautiful and make someone feel special, and it's at your fingertips, right? So it's amazing. Now, as Pip shared earlier, you don't need specific skills to create these beautiful cards. You can follow the card idea designs that come in the kit, or you can freestyle it a bit. However you do it, you'll have a beautiful end result that will certainly make someone happy and feel special. Now, if you would like to find out more about kits or any of our Stampin' Up products, or perhaps about becoming a demonstrator yourself, then simply contact your local demonstrator. If you don't have one, then you can visit our demonstrator finder on our website or visit our online shop. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.